Sania says, how should the fidya be given for missed fasts due to old age and chronic illness? Please explain in details. Can it be given to non-Muslims? Can we give it in the form of cash? Can this be given to only one person for the entire month, etc.? It was mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah that those who are unable to fast must give expiation, fidya. And this fidya is to feed a poor person. So the ruling is, if I were too old, I'm healthy, I have no illnesses, but I've reached an age where I cannot go on without eating and drinking for more than 5-6 hours, and then I fall really weak and tired. This is age, this happens. Or if I were chronically ill, so I have an illness that doctors say your illness prevents you from fasting and this will go on forever till you die. In either case, if I skip a day of Ramadan, I have to feed, as mentioned in the Quran. However, it has to be noted that the feeding for the missed day of Ramadan cannot be done during the day of fasting or before. It must be done after the day is over. So now time in Mecca is 2:30 p.m. If there is still about 4 hours and 50 minutes, and 20 minutes probably, or 30, whatever, who cares, for breaking the fast. So if I'm skipping the fast and I say, okay, I'm giving fidya for today, and I give the food to a poor person, this is invalid. What some of us does for their parents who are unable to fast, so they come on the first day of Ramadan, they make food for 30 poor people and they give it away, invalid. It has to be either after the day is over, sunset, or you postpone it until the last day of Ramadan, even if it's in Shawwal, after Eid, no problem. You can feed for the previous days. What to feed? The scholars say any food that constitutes a normal average meal would do. So if we bring some bread and meat and give it to someone, this is a good meal. If we bring half a chicken with French fries and a bun of bread, no problem. If you bring some biryani, some rice and some meat with it, which is sufficient for an individual, this is also valid. If you wish, you can give raw food of the main thing that the people eat in their community. So like here in Arabia and in Asia, you give 1 kilogram and 1.25 a kilo and a quarter of rice. This would do, of grain, of barley, of wheat, all of dates. All of this is valid, inshallah, per one person. Can we give it all to the same person? The answer is yes. So at the end of the month, I prepare 30 meals and I give it to one individual. This does the job. There's no problem in that. Unlike the expiation of breaking an oath, because there it specifically states that you have to feed 10 or clothe 10 poor people. So I cannot give 10 meals to one poor people. They have to be 10 different individuals. But in Ramadan, the fidya can be either collected and given to one person, or it can be one meal per person. And I hope this answers your question. One missed thing is, can we give it in the form of cash? The answer is no, because the ayah specifically stated that you feed. So feeding means that you have to provide with food, because Allah stated that you have to feed them. If you give them cash, they might buy a shoe, They might pay their electricity bill, and this does not serve the purpose of complying with Allah's orders.